Okay, I think by mistake I have written there 10 p.m. It is 10 a.m. only. You already joined the class. Good. Okay. So what is the value of lambda and alpha you are getting? Anybody solved? So this question, what you have to do? You have to rearrange the terms in numerator. Like cos 6 theta plus cos 3 theta plus 5 cos 3 theta plus 5 cos 2 theta plus 10 cos 2 theta plus 1. In this way we can write. Upon denominator will be as it is. Cos 5 theta plus 5 cos 3 theta plus 10. So now cos c plus cos d. 2 cos c plus d upon 2. 6 plus 3. 9 theta by 2. Into c minus d upon 2. 3 theta by 2. 2 cos c plus d upon 2 into cos c minus d upon 2. And instead of that, we must in this cos 6 theta plus 6 cos 3 theta plus this. So 5 is outside cos 3 plus. Let us try this. So 3 theta by 2 plus 5 is outside. Cos c plus cos d. 2 cos 3 plus 2, 5 theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. So that will not be good actually, because we can't take anything outside. I think this must be some change must be there in this. Just why I'm checking this, if it is 4 theta. This will be 4 theta. Then what will happen? Cos c plus d by 2. Then we will get 2 cos 5 theta cos theta plus 5 cos 4 theta cos 2 cos 3 theta cos theta plus 10 2 cos square theta. So 2 cos theta, yes. Okay, this question mistake is there in this. Okay, so question is, exact question is, instead of 3 theta, it must be 4 theta. So I'm making a correction in the question. This is 4 theta. Now solve, now you will get it. This will be the question. Now you can solve it. Okay, so this was a small mistake was there in the question. So this is, again we will rewrite cos 6 theta plus cos 4 theta plus, so this 6 theta is split in two parts. Cos 4 theta plus 5, cos 4 theta, 5 will come here. Cos 4 theta, this I am splitting 5 plus 10. So plus cos 2 theta plus 10 cos 2 theta plus 1 upon cos 5 theta plus 5 cos 3 theta plus 10. So now you can write this as cos c plus cos d. 2 cos c plus d by 2. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 upon 2 is 5. Into c minus d. 6 minus 4, 2. 2 by 2 theta. Plus 5 into 2 cos. 4 plus 2, 6 divided by 2. 3 theta into cos 4 minus 2 divided by this. Plus 10. This is 2 cos square theta upon cos 5 theta plus 5 cos 3 theta plus 10. So next step, you can take from the numerator 2 cos theta outside. 2 cos theta outside. So what is left if 2 cos theta is gone? This will be cos 5 theta plus 2 cos theta is gone this. 5 cos 3 theta, 2 cos theta is gone plus 10 cos theta divided by cos 5 theta plus 5 cos 3 theta plus 10. This also must be cos theta here. So write here also cos theta. This also cos theta is here. So make this small correction in the question. So now you can see this part will cancel this part. So this is equal to 2 cos theta. So this can be done as 2 sine pi by 2 minus theta. That means lambda is equal to 2 and alpha is equal to pi by 2 minus theta. This will be the answer. Because the answer is in terms of 2 lambda sine alpha. So lambda is equal to 2 and alpha is equal to pi by 2 minus theta. So this small mistake was there in the question. So this is clear to everybody now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So take one more problem. Next. If these are all very good problems, some of your doubts may be completed here also. If ax upon cos theta plus by upon sin theta is equal to a square minus b square and ax sin theta upon cos square theta is equal to by cos theta upon sin square theta. Then find value of, or then prove that, ax raised to power 2 by 3 plus by raised to power 2 by 3 is equal to, then prove that this is equal to a square minus b square raised to power 2 by 3. So in this question, we have to start with this condition. In this condition, if you cross multiply, you will get ax sine cube theta is equal to by cos cube theta. So dividing by cos cube theta, so this will give tan cube theta is equal to by upon ax. Tan cube theta is equal to by upon ax. So from here, tan theta will be by raised to power 1 upon 3 upon ax raised to power 1 upon 3. So now you can make a triangle. This is by raised to power 1 upon 3. This is ax raised to power 1 upon 3. So this will be how much? Hypotenuse square and add both. So ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3. So from here you can calculate sine theta and cos theta. So sine theta will be by raised to power 1 upon 3 upon this under root of ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3. Similarly, cos theta will be ax raised to power 1 upon 3 upon under root of ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3. Now these values you put there, you will get answer. Square and add basically. Or what you can do, you can put these values. What is given? Ax upon cos theta minus by upon sin theta is equal to a square minus b square. Put values of sin theta and cos theta in this expression and you will get the answer. So next page I am going ax upon cos theta. So ax upon cos theta. Cos theta is how much? Ax raised to power 1 upon 3 upon under root ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by upon sin theta. By upon sin theta. Bx raised to power 1 upon 3 by 1 upon 3 upon under root of ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3 is equal to a square minus b square. So this will go to top. I think everybody knows how to solve. This will go to top. And here this will cancel out. So we will be left with ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3 into under root of ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3. This is equal to a square minus b square. So now both are same inside. So this will be ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3 raised to power 1 plus half is equal to a square minus b square. So ax raised to power 2 upon 3 plus by raised to power 2 upon 3 is equal to a square minus b square raised to power 2 upon 3. This is the proof of this. This is clear? Okay. So now let us come to another concept, that is maximum minimum values of trigonometric functions. So today I'm explaining you next concept. Everybody has completed this? Yes? Shall I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, now I'm starting with very important concept, that is maximum minimum values. Of trigonometric functions. So starting with the direct form sin x and cos x. I think everybody knows this lie between -1 to 1. Maximum value is 1 and minimum value is -1. Next. If it is a sin x or a cos x, what will be maximum minimum value? Minus a to a, because sin x minimum value will be -1, maximum value +1. For example, y is equal to 3 sin x. So this minimum value can be -3 and maximum value can be 3. Third point is a sin x plus b. A sin x plus b. Now in this case, b is some constant. So in the minimum maximum value of sin x, a sin x, we will add b. So this will belongs to b minus a to b plus a. For example, y is equal to 3 sin x plus 7. So 7 minus 3 to 7 plus 3. Because 7 is constant, 7 will be added to all values. So sin x value is -1, then it is 7 minus 3. And sin x maximum value is +1, so it is 7 plus 3. So this range will be 4 to 11. Now coming to fourth part, and this is most important. Y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x. Suppose this is there. This I will explain in detail. And this concept will be used so many times. So this I am explaining in detail on the next page. This we have noted. So y is equal to,
So could you go back to the previous page?
yes,
Done, sir.
y is equal to a sin x plus b. See, in all these type of problems, what we have to do, we have to convert this into a simple function, single function. Here I am having sum of two functions. One is a sin x, one is a b cos x. So your exact method will be, what I will be doing, I will convert into a single function. How to convert into single function? For that method is divide and multiply by under root of a square plus b square. So y will be under root of a square plus b square, a upon under root a square plus b square sin x plus b upon under root a square plus b square cos x. See what I have done, I have multiplied and divided, so there will be no change in the function. Why we are doing all this? For that the purpose is, if you consider this triangle, see in this triangle you can take either hypotenuse or base, this perpendicular or base as a and b, anyone, it depends in which angle we want to convert. So this, if I take a and this as b, you can change also, you can take perpendicular a and a base as b. So this angle, this hypotenuse will be a square plus b square, and this angle is suppose alpha. So now from your check, what is cos alpha? Cos alpha is equal to a upon under root a square plus b square. Sin alpha is equal to b upon under root a square plus b square. If you are taking reverse, then it will be reverse. Sin and cos will interchange. So this is equal to under root a square plus b square as it is. Now see, what will be this question? A upon, what is this? A upon under root a square plus b square. A upon under root a square plus b square is cos alpha. This cos alpha. So cos alpha sin x plus, now this is sin alpha cos x. So one is sin, another is cos. So this is under root a square plus b square sine of x plus alpha. This is nothing but under root a square plus b square sine of something theta, some angle. If you add two angles, x plus alpha, it will become some angle theta. So this is in the form of under root is k sine theta. So it's this will belongs to minus under root a square plus b square to under root a square plus b square. This is the form of k sine theta. K is some constant. So minus k to plus k, or a sine theta in that form. So minimum value will be minus under root a square plus b square, and maximum value will be under root a square plus b square. Any doubt is there, you can ask me. If you want previous page, yes, I'm going there. First you note down this. I will go to previous page after this. Yes. Okay, I will explain once again. First you note down so that you can concentrate on. So this belongs to minus under root a square plus b square to under root a square plus b square. Closed brackets I'm using. First note down this, then I will explain. Okay. So this is also over.
Sir, can I go back to previous page?
This.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Over, sir. You can go to next page.
Okay. This is also over. Shall I move further? See, now I will take some examples based on these. You have to find minimum, maximum value. Some examples I will take. Find these are some examples. You have to find minimum, maximum values. So first of them is 2 sine x minus pi by 6. See, you must not bother about what is this x minus pi by 6 or 3x or 5x. Basically, it is in the form of 2 sine theta. Theta can be anything variable. So this will belongs to minus 2 to 2. Yes, very good. Minus 2 to 2. Now, question number 2, what will be answer? Minus 3
to 3.
Yes, correct. 3 alpha. So this is minus 3 sine theta. So again, when sine theta is minus 1, this will become plus 3, and when sine theta is plus 1, it will become minus 3. That means here answer, this will belongs to minus 3 to 3. Now, in this question, you have to convert.
Minus root 5 to root 5.
Yes, correct. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 1. So minus under root A square plus B square to under root A square plus B square. This will be answer. So this will be minus under root 5 to under root 5. And here, like previous question, this is a 2 minus 5 to 2 plus 5. Because in this question, minus 3 to 3, if 2 is we add, 2 minus 3 to 2 plus 3. So minus 3 to 7. So this belongs to minus under root 5 to under root 5. Now write one more question. Find value of maximum value of sine x minus pi by 6 plus cos x of this. Sine x minus pi by 6 plus cos x.
So is it minus 2 to 2?
That I will check. Why under root of a square plus b square minus under root 2 to under root 2, or which method you have followed?
Sir, I got minus 1 to 1.
Okay, I will check this. First, let everybody must try. Okay, so let us see this. Here the biggest problem is angles are different. So directly that formula is not applicable, because in that formula what was there? A sin x plus b cos x. That means sine and cos must have same angles. But here one angle is x minus pi by 6, another angle is x. So first of all, we must expand it. This will be equal to sine x cos pi by 6 minus cos x sine pi by 6 plus cos x. So this is cos pi by 6 under root 3 by 2 minus 1 upon 2 cos x. So plus 1 upon 2 cos x. So now A is equal to under root 3 by 2, B is equal to 1 upon 2. So A square plus B square is equal to 3 plus 1 upon 4. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. So answer is minus under root a square plus b square to under root a square plus b square. So this answer will be minus 1 to 1. Understood everybody?
Yes, sir. Sir, could you explain again?
Okay. See, in this what I have told you, when angles are different, please listen this carefully. When angles are different, sin x minus pi by 6 plus cos x. So one angle is x minus pi by 6, another is x. So we cannot apply directly the formula. First, I have to reduce it in the form of a sin x plus b cos x. A and b I have to find out. So I'm expanding sin x cos pi by 6 minus cos x sin pi by 6 plus cos x. Cos pi by 6 is under root 3 upon 2. Sin pi by 6 is 1 upon 2. So this is under root 3 upon 2 Right here, this is under root 3 upon 2 sin x minus 1 upon 2 cos x plus cos x. So from this, I'm writing this step. Under root 3 upon 2 sin x plus 1 upon 2 cos x. So coefficient of sin x and coefficient of cos x are a and b. So under root a square plus b square is 3 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 4 upon 4 is equal to 1. So minus is under root a square plus b square to under root a square plus b square. So minus 1 to 1. Clear? Completed this? After completion, tell me. I will go for the next concept. Completed? Yes, any doubt? Shall I proceed further or not? What happened to cos x? Cos x, see, this I have explained minus half cos x plus cos x. So if you add these two, minus half plus 1 is half only. If you add these two, you will get plus half cos x. Okay. Okay. So now come to this list of formulas, fifth formula here. Now like this, a sin x, in a sin x I am adding b. So it was b minus c to b plus a. So general formula is y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x plus c. So this range will belongs to c minus a under root a square plus b square to c plus under root a square plus b square. That means just simply I am adding c. C I am adding. Only thing you have to remember here, cos x and sin x, both angles must be same. Some more examples I'm taking after this. Okay. So now come to next.
So can you go back to the previous page? Okay, sir.
So 4 questions we have done. Question number 5. Example number 5. Y is equal to sin x minus 2 cos x plus 3. or make it -3, suppose. So then C is -3. C I will add. So this belongs to directly, you can write -3 minus √5 to -3 plus √5. Because here under root of a square plus b square is equal to under root of 1 plus 4 is equal to under root 5. So C minus this to C plus this. C is equal to -3. C can be positive, C can be negative. So this will be range. Or just this question. Find maximum value of this. Or simply find range. Find range. So again here you can see we cannot apply that formula directly because one is sin square x, sin 2x, we don't have any formula. What you can do, if you are careful enough, you can convert sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x upon 2. 1 minus cos 2x upon 2 plus sin 2x. So now this question is in the form of minus 1 upon 2 cos 2x plus sin 2x plus 1 upon 2. So a sin x plus b cos x plus c4. So under root of a square plus b square is how much? Under root of a square plus b square is equal to 1 upon 4 plus 1 is equal to under root 5 upon 2. So its answer will be c minus, c is how much? Half. Half minus under root 5 upon 2 to half plus under root 5 upon 2. This will be answer. Or you can write this as 1 minus under root 5 upon 2 to 1 plus under root 5 upon 2. This will be answer of this. So all different types of problems I'm taking. Next. Completed? Y is equal to 3 upon 5 sin x plus 7. Suppose this is a question. So in this question, it is clear its numerator is constant. It depends on denominator. By what we are dividing? This will be maximum when 5 sin x plus 7 is minimum. If I divide by maximum, this will be minimum. So for y minimum, this is suppose 3 upon p. P must be maximum. And for Y maximum, P must be minimum. I must divide by minimum. So P is equal to 7 plus 5 sin x. So P belongs to 7 minus 5 to 7 plus 5. That means P belongs to 2 to 12. That is the range. So this is its maximum value. This is its minimum value. So Y minimum is equal to 3 upon 12. Y maximum is equal to 3 upon 2. So this is 1 upon 4. So range will be, or you can write 5 sin x, one more method is there, is greater than 2, less than 12. So 1 upon 5 sin x plus 7. This will interchange, greater than 1 upon 12, less than 1 upon 2, and multiply by 3. So 3 upon 12, 3 upon 5 sin x plus 7, 3 upon 2. So this belongs to, answer is 3 upon 12 is 1 upon 4. So answer is 1 upon 4 to 3 upon 2. This will be answer of this question. If anybody having any doubt, keep on asking. Yes. Yeah, see here, this is the minimum value 1 upon 4, 3 upon 2. This I have written finally here 1 upon 4 to 3 upon 2. So this is the final answer. What is the range of that? This is the range 1 upon 4 to 3 upon 2. Now see, sometime you may get another type of questions also. So those also I am taking. Next. Now find the value of range. Some questions I'm writing, keep on writing. Y is equal to sine 4x plus cos 4x. Second, y is equal to sine 6x plus cos 6x. Third, y is equal to sine theta sine 60 minus theta sine 60 plus theta. Three sin square x minus 4 cos square x. Solve these problems. Yes, so you got it, these answers? First one, what is the answer? See, sine 4x plus cos 4x. Sine power 4x plus cos power 4x can be written as sine square x plus cos square x whole square minus 2 sine square x cos square x. So this is 1 minus, I will divide by 2 multiply by 2. So this is 2 sine x cos x whole square. So 1 minus 1 upon 2 sine square 2x. Now here this small thing is there in this sine square 2x. We know sine square x lies, sine x lie between minus 1 to 1. Sine square will be always positive and square of 1 is 1. So sine square x lies between 0 to 1. That in the list only I'm writing here. In the previous list where we have written all the formulas, you can write 6 number here, sine square x or cos square x belongs to 0 to 1. So a sine square x plus b or a cos square x plus b, both of them belongs to b to b plus a. Because when this is 0, sine square x is 0, it will be b. And when it is 1, it will be b plus a. This is 6 number formula. So this last formula we have to use there. Sine square x being square, squares are always positive, they cannot be negative. So sine square x will vary between 0 to 1. So a sine square x plus b will vary between b plus 0 to b plus a. Completed, noted this. Come to last page. This.
Can I explain the answer again?
What you are saying, this I could not understood.
Can I explain the answer again?
That this question or that formula?
So this question.
Yes, sine 4x plus cos 4x. You understood this first line?
Yes, sir. The second line.
Then what is sine square x plus cos square x? 1 minus divide by 2 multiply by 2. So this will be 4. Sine square x cos square x is 2 sine x cos x whole square. So it is 1 minus 1 upon 2 sine square x 2x. So it will be 1 minus 0. Sine square x maximum value is 1. 1 minus half. So answer belongs to half to, when it is 0, it will be maximum 1. Because from 1 I'm subtracting. So if I subtract maximum, this will be minimum. So what is the maximum value I can subtract? Half. Or still if you have doubt in this, you can solve by basic method. Half sine square x will be greater than 0, less than half. Then minus half sine square x will be greater than minus half, less than 0. If you multiply, add 1. So 1 minus half sine square x, 1 plus 0. So this is half and this is 1. So this will lie between half and 1. So it's a minimum value of this is a half, maximum value is 1. This is the range of this. So answer for the first question is belongs to half to 1. Understood this, or anybody having doubt in this question? Sin 4x plus cos 4x. If any doubt is there, tell me. I will again explain on the next page. Dhyan, understood? Okay. Nakul, you are not answering today anything. Where are you?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
How much you have done? Question bank?
Sir, I'm still doing it.
No, everybody is doing, but which exercise?
Sir, 6 size.
Okay. This question you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now proceed to next. In the same way, AQ plus BQ formula apply.
Okay, sir.
So next question is sin 6x plus cos 6x. So this is sin square x plus cos square x whole cube. AQ plus BQ is equal to A plus B whole cube minus 3AB into A plus B, where A is equal to sin square x, B is equal to cos square x. So A plus B is equal to 1. So it is 1 minus 3AB sin square x. So now this is also like previous problem. Divide by 4, multiply by 4. 1 minus 3 upon 4 into 4. So sin square 2x. This is 1 minus 3 upon 4 into 4. 2 sin x cos x whole square. So this value will again vary between 0 to 1. So when this is 0, 1 minus 3 upon 4 into 0 and 1 minus 3 upon 4 into 1. So 1 minus 3 upon 4 means 1, and this is 1 minus 3 upon 4. So this will vary between 1 upon 4 to 1. This will be answer. So 1 comma 1 upon 4. So smaller number is the 1 upon 4. So answer of this is 1 upon 4 comma 1. This is the final answer. Range of this. See sin 6x plus cos 6x. Sin 6x can you write sin square x whole cube cos square x whole cube. Well, let A is equal to sin square x, B is equal to cos square x. So it is nothing but A cube plus B cube. And A cube plus B cube formula is A plus B. This is A cube plus B cube. This is A cube, this is B cube. A plus B whole cube minus 3B to A plus B. A plus B is how much? A is sin square x, B is cos square x. So A plus B is equal to 1. So 1 minus 3. This is 1, AB. A is sin square x, cos square x. So now previous question, divide by 4, multiply by 4. So 1 minus 3 upon 4 into 4. Sin square x, cos square x. That is 2 sin x, cos x. So it is sin square 2x. Now we know sin square theta. Sin square theta lies between 0 and 1. So minimum 1 value is 0, maximum value is 1. So if you multiply this sin square x, minimum value is 0. 1 minus 3 upon 4 into 0 is 1. 1 minus 3 upon 4, maximum value is 1. So 1 minus 3 upon 4 is 1 upon 4. So basically this is its a minimum value. This is its a maximum value. What is the answer? So what is the answer of this? 1 upon 4 to 1. So answer of this is belongs to 1 upon 4 to 1. This is the answer. Okay. One upon 4 to 1. Next is sine theta, sine 60 minus theta, sine 60 plus theta. Sine theta, sine 60 minus theta, sine 60 plus theta. If you remembered, this is the formula of 1 upon 4 sine 3 theta. Sine theta, sine 60 minus theta, sine 60 plus theta. This is very important formula. Here instead of 60 degree, you can have 240 degree also. So in this sin A plus B, first we have to simplify this. Directly we cannot find answer. Sin A plus B into sin A minus B. In the last part we have sin A plus B into sin A minus B is equal to sin square A minus sin square B. So this will be equal to sin theta into sin square 60 sin square A minus sin square B theta. So this is equal to sin theta. Now sin 60 degree under root 3 by 2 whole square. So 3 by 4 minus sin square theta. So this gives you sin theta into 3 minus 4 sin square theta upon 4. So this is equal to 1 upon 4 multiply with sin theta. 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. If you remember, this is the formula for 1 upon 4 sin 3 theta. So sin theta, sin 60 minus theta, sin 60 plus theta is equal to 1 upon 4 sin 3 theta. This is very, very important formula. You must remember this. A similar formula is cos theta, cos 60 minus theta, cos 60 plus theta. And instead of this 60 degree, this can be 240 also. This will be 1 upon 4 cos 3 theta. And if I divide both, I will get tan theta, tan 60 minus theta, tan 60 plus theta is equal to tan 3 theta. 1 upon 4 will cancel. So these three are very important formulas now. Must remember. So sin theta, sin 60 minus theta, sin 60 plus theta is equal to 1 upon 4 sin 3 theta. So this is in the form of k sin alpha. Whether it is 3 theta or 5 theta, 7 theta, doesn't matter. So what will be range? minus 1 upon 4 to 1 upon 4. So note down this question. So from here you can get, this was the explanation of all this. If you remember the formula directly, you can answer. The answer will be, this belongs to minus 1 upon 4 to 1 upon 4. This will be the range of this. And these are three important formulas. Yes, same. Yes. It will be sin 3 theta, cos 3 theta, and tan 3 theta. Sorry. 1 upon 4 sin 3 theta, 1 upon 4 cos 3 theta, 1 upon 4. This. So I'm going to that question again. What I have written here, this. So this belongs to minus 1 upon 4 to 4. Answer of this question is belongs to minus 1 upon 4 to 1 upon 4 sin 3 theta. Now come to question number 4. That is 3 sin square x minus 4 cos square x. So best method here is in this question. Three sin square x three sin square x is 1 minus cos 2x upon 2 minus 2 cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x. So this is 3 by 2 minus 2 plus cos 2x, take outside cos 2x. What is left? Minus 3 by 2 minus 2. You understand this? So this is equal to minus half minus 7 upon 2 cos 2x. This is now simple problem. So minus half is constant. Minus half minus 7 upon 2. So minus half plus 7 upon 2. B minus A to B plus A. This will be range. Minus half is constant. Cos 2x can be 1 and minus 1. When it is 1, it will be minus 7 upon 2. And when it is minus 1, it will be plus 7 upon 2. So this is equal to, what we will answer? 7 plus 1, 8 upon 2 minus 4, comma 7 minus 1, 6 upon 2, 3. This will be the answer of this. Minus 4 to 3. See, so many questions of the similar type where you have to do small manipulation. You will find. See, one batch we have started with. What you are saying is this, sir, or we simply convert a cos 2x in terms of sin 2x to get a 4 sin 2x minus cos square x. Yes, that's also correct. Very good. You can use that also. Convert in one form, either sin square x, cos square x. Then sin square x varies from 0 to 1. That concept you can use. Yes, no problem. But answer will be same. Okay. So next, one more. See, all different types of problems I'm taking. This is also next another problem. You'll find it also totally different. Find maximum and minimum value of sin square x plus 4 sin x plus 5. Find range. Question number 2. Minus 2 sine of under root of x square plus x plus 1. Solve these two problems. We have already done so many problems. I hope you can solve them.
So second one should be minus 2 to 2, right?
Yes, correct. Third, sin square x plus cos 4x.
The first one is from
First one is
2 to 10.
2 to 10. Okay, I will check it. I don't know. No, this question is distance. So first question, what you have to do? You have to convert this in the whole square form. Sin square x plus 4 sin x plus 4 plus 1. So this is 1 plus sin x plus 2. 1 plus sin x plus 2 whole square. So now in this you have to be careful. What can be its maximum value? So first of all, we have to find in 1, I'm adding, this is always positive. Sin x plus 2 whole square is always positive. So what is the sin x plus 2? 2 plus sin x minimum value when sin x is minus 1 and sin x is plus 1. So this will belongs to 1 plus minus 1 plus 2 whole square to 1 plus 1 plus 2 whole square. So 2 to 10. So I think somebody told me that is the correct answer. So its range will be 2 to 10. Because minimum value of sin x is minus 1, maximum value of sin x is plus 1. So we will put both. When it is minimum, this will be minimum. So 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 3. So answer will be 2 to 10. In second number, this is in the form of minus 2 sine theta. Theta can be any angle, no problem. And theta is a very large number, positive number. So for positive angles also this can be, because it may be in the fourth quadrant or third quadrant, it may be negative or positive. So answer will be minus 2 to 2 only. Third one I will be giving after some time. Okay. Before that, let us do 1 or 2 more problems, then I will give. So take one more problem. Question is find the range of sin x minus cos x whole square plus cos square pi by 4 minus x. This question. Find its range. Just solve this and tell me the answer, what answer you are getting.
So from 1 to 2.
1 to 2. Others also just solve it. See, in this first expanded, sin square x plus cos square x 1 minus 2 sin x cos x plus this cos square x. Cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. So 1 plus, this is one method, one more method will be there. Okay, that also I will tell. 1 plus cos 2x. So it will be pi by 2 minus 2x upon 2. So 1 minus sin 2x plus 1 upon 2 plus 1/2 sine 2x. So it is 3/2 minus 1/2 sine 2x. So 3/2 minus 1/2 and 3/2 plus 1/2. So this belongs to 1 to 2. Yes, your answer was correct. Very good. Yes, Aryan Shukla, you must switch off your mic. If any doubt is there, you can switch on. So 1 to 2 is correct. So now you can write that question. Previously one I have deleted. That question was find range of like
So,
cos is
in
yes.
this question, I did cos 5 minus 4 by x. I expanded it, and
Then
I got 1 minus 2 sin x cos x by 2.
1 minus.
2 sin x cos x by 2.
So sine 2x upon 2. Minus or plus?
Plus.
Oh, the same thing is you are getting here also same thing. 1 plus sine 2x upon 2.
Oh, okay, okay. हाँ, ठीक है. Yes, sir. I did a mistake in the calculation.
So now solve this problem. I have written here. Find the range of cos square x plus sine 4x. So in this question, cos square x plus sine 4x. You can write this as cos square x plus sine 4x, write as sine square x into sine square x is 1 minus cos square x. So this can be written as cos square x plus sine square x minus sine square x cos square x. So this is 1 minus sine square x cos square x. So this is 1 minus 1/4 sine square 2x. And this we have already done. Sine square 2x will vary between 0 to 1. So 1 minus 0 to 1 minus 1/4. So answer will be 3/4 to 1. This will be answer of this question. Yes, very good, Arjan. Amog understood this? Amog? Yes, very good. Chris, you also understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now last concept, and after that we will finish the class, okay? So in this I have given you 4-5 formulas
Up to 6 formulas I have given. See this list. Sin x, cos x varies between -1 to 1. A sin x plus a cos x between -a to a sin x plus b, b minus a to b plus a, y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x, then minus under root a square plus b square to a square plus b square, a sin x plus b cos x plus c minus this, and sin square x will vary between 0 to 1. Now last write, 7th number. On this page only I am writing this. 7th. Now in this we will use that AMGM property is there. Arithmetic mean is always greater than geometric mean. Okay. So in the next page better I will explain that property, what is that property, so that you can understand what is the AMGM property. For positive numbers, arithmetic mean is always greater than equal to geometric mean. Suppose let A and B are two positive numbers, then their arithmetic mean in 10th class you have done is A plus B divide simple average, and their geometric mean is just multiply both of them and take under root. This is the concept. Arithmetic mean is always greater than geometric mean. So if I take if fx is a positive, then fx is positive, then on fx and 1 upon fx, in this apply AMGM. So fx plus 1 upon fx upon 2 arithmetic mean will be always greater than geometric mean multiply fx into 1 upon fx. So they will cancel out. That means fx plus 1 upon fx is always greater than 2, provided if fx is greater than 0. This is the concept behind this AMGM property. A function fx and it's a reciprocal 1 upon fx. Some of them will be always greater than 2 if they are positive. For example, x square plus 1 upon x square will be greater than 2. Sin square x plus cos x square x, because it is 1 upon sin square x, will be greater than 2. Cos square x plus sec square x will be greater than 2, and tan square x plus cot square x will be greater than 2. These three results from here. Any function and its reciprocal, some of them will be always greater than 2 if x is positive. That is why I have taken them squares, because sin square x will be always positive, cos square x will be always positive. This noted down. Yes, everybody.
Yes, sir.
See, in this, now, how to apply this in general for all the concepts. So that means if I take here, general case I'm taking. First one. A square sin square x plus b square cosec square x. Now two quantities are there, a square sin square x and b square cosec square x. Apply am is greater than gm. What is arithmetic mean? A square sin square x plus b square cosec square x divided by 2 will be always greater than the geometric mean. Geometric mean multiply, take under root. A square sin square x, b square cosec square x. So this is sin square x, cosec square cancel. Under root a square b square is mod ab. They must be positive, a and b are positive. So I can say this is always greater than 2ab. Similarly, second, a square cos square x plus b square sec square x will be greater than 2ab. And third is a square tan square x plus b square cot square x will be greater than 2ab. These three properties. These are the general form. A and b can be any number now. So based on this concept, last question I'm asking, find the range of, see, j greater than 2ab, they can go up to infinity. So find the range of 9 sin square x plus 16 cosec square x. This is the question. Range of this. So here a is equal to 3, b is equal to 4, or a square is equal to 9. You can see a square is equal to 9, so a can be plus minus 3 also, no problem. B is equal to plus minus 4. So this must be always greater than 2ab. ab is how much? 3 into 4. That means 12, 24. So this range will be 24 to infinity. Up to infinity it can go. 2ab. So its a minimum value is not defined. Minimum value is 24. Maximum value is not defined. Maximum value will be infinity. So in all these cases, minimum value is defined. Maximum is not defined. So I think this is clear. If any doubt is there, you can ask. With this, the class is over. So thank you all of you.
Thank you,
Keep
sir.
on solving the problems.
Thank
okay?
you, sir.
Try to finish that assignment. Thank you. So the
Thank you,
class is
sir.
over. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Yes, sir.